Welcome to the public hearing of the Board of Mayor and Aldermen. It is May 5th, 2022, and it is 6:30 p.m. I call this public hearing to order. Order of business is Ordinance 2022-10, an ordinance to amend the City of Laverne zoning ordinance by changing the official zoning map for Tax Map 17E, Group B, Parcel 23, consisting of approximately 0.49 acres located at 396 Old Nashville Highway, from a R1 low-density residential zoning district to a C3 neighborhood service commercial zoning district. The podium is open if anyone would like to come forward and speak. Now is the time. We just ask that you state your name and address for the record. Would anyone like to come up and speak? One last call if anybody would like to speak. Seeing no one, I will close out the public hearing, and we will move to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen meeting at 7 o'clock. Public hearing. Good evening and welcome to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen meeting. It is May 5th, 2022. It is 7 p.m. Call this meeting to order. We do have a quorum. The prayer tonight will be by Vice Mayor No, and the Pledge of Allegiance will be by Alderman Coates. If everyone would please rise for the prayer and the pledge.
Our most heavenly and gracious Father, we come before you this evening. First of all, Lord, thank you for some incredible weather that we are having in our fair city. Lord, we would ask that you help give this board the judgment and knowledge to help our city and our citizens. Lord, there is some people that you know who they are that really need some special prayers right now, and I would like to ask that you would please help them as much as you can. And these things we ask in your Son's name, Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. First item is to approve the minutes from the April 5th, 2022 regular meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve from Alderman Coates. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Alderwoman Honeycutt. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Motion passes. Moving on to our presentation. Let's hop down here. Yes, sir. Ladies, would y'all please join me, the three of you. Hi, come on over here. Make sure the camera can see you. See? Come on over, Mom.
I do bite.
So this is a certificate of recognition for earning the Girl Scouts Gold Award by training your American miniature horse, Phantom, right? Phantom, to be a certified therapy animal, and using Phantom to help the mental health and self-awareness. We recognize those who work to not only better themselves, but also their community. So we applaud your effort and becoming a role model for your peers and for this community. Congratulations. Anything you want? Microphone right here.
I have social anxiety.
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks.
For anyone that doesn't know, the Gold Award is the highest award that can be earned in Girl Scouts, and it takes 80 hours of work. And Missy didn't only put in 80 hours of work, she probably put in double that. So on behalf of Service Unit 154, which is the Smyrna and Laverne area, I want to congratulate Missy And we've also given her a lifetime Girl Scout membership.
That is absolutely wonderful, is it not?
Mr. Mayor, I've known that young lady since she was, I don't know how old she was, really. But she used to come and bang on my door. She actually is the one that made me sick of Girl Scout cookies.
I can attest. I've bought numerous Girl Scout cookies from her as well. So
But her mom was slick. Her mom would sit in a car and send her up and knock on my door knowing that I would not say no. And buy all them Girl Scout cookies and give them away. But she has become a very nice young adult, and I wish her the best.
okay, wonderful. We're going to move on to our departmental reports. Fire department. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Sit down for just a minute, Ronnie. We forgot one more thing. Let's come down here. No, we forgot one part of this. This is my part because I forgot about this part. Mike, come on up. Representative Sparks. We've also got Commissioner Gammon here. If you would come on up as well. Come here, Missy. We have a few, we have a little bit more. I was wanting to make sure Mom didn't cry, so.
She's gonna cry, you know, Mom.
Oh, yes.
Can we just go read it?
Go ahead.
Okay. This is a state proclamation from the state of Tennessee. I want to thank Senator Don White and Senator Shane Reeves, and as well as Representative Charlie Baum for helping us. This is a pretty lengthy proclamation because there's a lot of good stuff that's been added to this, okay? I didn't realize until my assistant did some research, there's 2.5 million girl and adult members in the Girl Scouts today. Only 6% will receive the Girl Scout Gold Award. There are approximately 59 million American women alive today who have participated in Girl Scouts during their youth. Since 1916, approximately 1 million women have earned the Girl Scout Award or its equivalent. Proclamation from the state of Tennessee, whereas at this time, when the nation's youth face difficult challenges, the Girl Scouts is one of the finest assets, providing young women with an educational opportunity that contributes significantly to their character development, citizenship training, and improved mental and physical fitness. Whereas Demesia May Corwin, after considerable effort and diligent preparation, has earned the highest award for a Girl Scout that a Girl Scout can attain, the prestigious Girl Scout Gold Award, which symbolizes outstanding achievement in the areas of leadership, community service, and career planning and personal development. And whereas a member of the Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee Troop 2293 and Service Unit number 154, Demesia Corwin graduated from Laverne High School in 2021, having demonstrated considerable ability as a young leader among her peers, whereas to earn the Gold Award, Girl Scouts must complete 5 requirements, all of which demand efficient organization, time management, and leadership skills. Whereas further, a Girl Scout must build on her expertise, experiences in scouting to complete a Gold Award project, which provides an opportunity for her to put her leadership skills, career interests, and personal values together. There is a lot here, folks. It's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna just jump to the end. Whereas it is appropriate that we recognize Demesia Corwin as one of the most outstanding youth and people in our state. Now, therefore, I, Randy McNally, and Speaker of the House, Cameron Sexton, on the 112th General Assembly of the State of Tennessee, in conjunction with the undersigned representative, do hereby proclaim that we honor, congratulate Demesia May Corwin on her achievement of the Girl Scout Award, and extend to her our best wishes for future success. Congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you.
Look at the camera, we can get a picture.
Mike.
And I see that some of her closest friends from Troop 340, the Boy Scouts, have come out to see her receive this award. We appreciate them coming out.
So, moving on to departmental reports. Chief Beasley, why don't we try that again?
Outstanding. Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Alderman. I know that y'all all have a copy of the reports. I probably would guess that there's not very many questions. However, I would like to point out a significant number there, the 0 in COVID-19 responses this month. Obviously, COVID is still active. It is still spreading, but the numbers are dropping drastically. And we do know that there's probably COVID cases within the city of Laverne, but we've not had any responses. But I think that's a direct reflect of the tenacity of the citizens and the fire service and the emergency services that's been taking care of the people. So, do y'all have any questions about the report?
Chief, can you talk to us a little bit about the flushing program?
Yes, sir. I was hoping you was going to ask about that. So each year, the fire department will go and operationally test every fire hydrant in the city. That's to make sure that they're working properly, make sure there's adequate water. It validates what the fire department has in water capabilities within the city to put out fires. So citizens, if you do experience low water pressure at some point, your water may be stained and brown. That's just due to the silt in the piping of the system and it's being stirred up. There's nothing wrong with the water. It's still drinkable, but we would encourage you, if that does happen at your residence, that you just run your water at your faucet until it turns clear. So, yeah, the city's very busy right now. The fire department's extremely busy with fire hydrant testing and then pre-fire plans. It's a busy time of the year during spring before it gets too hot.
Wonderful. And then you guys just celebrated International Firefighters Day, is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for coming out and visiting with the troops.
Not a problem. Anyone have any other questions?
The water pressure varies from area to area. The color of the fire hydrant determines basically the pressure of that fire hydrant, right?
Yes, sir. I've learned a tremendous amount in the last couple of years on how water is achieved and held in cities like Laverne, and it's based on what pressure is in the tank or how much water is in the tank. And more amount of water creates more pressure. However, and just as you said, the hydrants are color coded, one of 4 colors, based on the GPMs available at that source. So yeah, so we do have all 4 types of hydrants in the city, ranging from 500 gallons to more than 1,500 gallons.
How often do you y'all test them hydrants?
The hydrants are tested to where we actually put pressure gauges on them to validate and confirm what we believe we have in the city once every 5 years. The annual flow test is an operational test. We do that annually. And that meets the ISO points or grading scale that, same thing. It helps us in our pursuit of that ISO rating.
Absolutely. Any other questions? Thank you, Chief.
And thank you.
Police Department, Chief Davis.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Alderman, good evening to you. You have the crime summary in your packets. A couple of stats that I want to bring you to your focus was the motor vehicle burglaries. We had 10 this month, and all 10 of those were left unlocked, and as a result of that, 3 firearms were stolen out of unlocked vehicles during that time period. Also, at the very back of your sheet, you have your Blue Sentinel activity from the LPR program that we have. It's still a very successful program that we have going on. And last, before I go into questions, I just want to announce that May 27th, which is also the last official day of school, we're going to be kicking off our Safe Summer campaign to where we will be at every school in Laverne as they dismiss for the, I know the day before they're kind of out of school, but they're going to be there. So we're going to be at every school, but we also are going to be saturating every neighborhood on that day just to kick off Safe Summer, also more of a visible presence in the park as well too. So that's going to kick off on the 27th. I still encourage everybody to make sure they're locking their doors at nighttime, taking the valuables, putting them in the house, and report anything that they see suspicious. Questions?
So just, it's kind of like my pet peeve with that. You had 10 motor vehicle break-ins and all 10 of them was left unlocked.
Correct. Correct. Yes, sir.
Again, I think I've asked you once before, is it a certain area that has more car break-ins than the other?
No, sir, it's all scattered out. There is a slide in your packet that kind of tells you that they're scattered all over Laverne. There's not one saturated area, but I probably would say that Lake Forest being so large, it's probably going to have most of them, but there's no particular, it's this sheet here, if you all look at it, it's kind of telling you where they're happening.
Thank you, Chief. Parks and Recreation, Mr. David McGowan.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, Board, thank you. You guys have the numbers for the parks in front of you. Help desk tickets, 81, man hours devoted to those, 623. Past events, April 9th was Easter egg drive-through, second annual, big success. Upcoming events, May the 7th, this weekend is our second annual block party. It will begin at 5, goes to 8. Movie starts at 8 o'clock on the football field, Clifford the Big Red Dog. Did I say Friday or did I say Saturday? I think I said Saturday. Saturday, May the 7th. Excuse me. Vendors, so far we have 27 booths, 8 food-type vendors set up. Upcoming projects, you see those. Currently working on the dog park. Asphalt was put down. Concrete should be going down hopefully tomorrow, weather permitting. Once the fence is approved, we'll get in touch with them. That should be our next step. 514 and 518 Stones River Road demolition. That should start next week. We have equipment on hold, so that project should get underway also. Upcoming meetings, May 16th, Park and Rec Advisory, May 16th, Greenway Advisory. I think that is for July. I think that meeting has been canceled. May 19th, Senior Center Advisory. Couple things on the seniors that is not in your report that we're going to start adding as of next month, so you guys can keep an update on them also. They have a yard sale scheduled for May 21st, $20 booth rental, $5 table rental, rain out date of May the 28th. They're looking for participants in that. Past events was their senior prom this past Friday at the multipurpose building. Guest of honor was Dawn Logan. She is Gladys Keller's granddaughter. She will be having open heart surgery on June the 19th. Please keep her in y'all's prayers. Couple things, a couple people that the Senior Center would like to thank for their participation in that event. Carol Haas, Rick Autry, Vice Mayor No, David Gammon, Lord Davidson, Megan and Anthony Honeycutt, and Mayor Cole. And I would like to thank Melissa and Linda for all the effort they put into that. Wednesday, May the 11th, they have a planned trip to Bell Buckle. Any questions?
Not so much question, but I was over at the Senior Center today, and I've got to say that what was a storage area, now paved, there's shuffleboard painting, there's chairs out there. That place looks very nice for an outside area to use for the seniors.
Yeah, yes, sir. It's still a work in progress. There's some other additions we're going to make as we go along. We're going to add some fans out there, maybe do some more cleanup, maybe paint the metal, make it a little more attractive. But so far, they've enjoyed it pretty much. Yeah, it does give them an extra space.
Oh, yes. And one other thing is I want to thank Steve with the senior prom. This man was the DJ, and so he had people up on the floor dancing. Please don't ever do that again. But he had people up there dancing, having fun. There were a lot of seniors there whenever I was there, plus Commissioner Gammon was there. So he's not one of our seniors, but still. But it was definitely a fun time.
David, I have decided, you can tell Kathy or Sheila to put it on the list. I have decided, because of all of the feedback that I got, that I have graciously bowed out from the cornhole tournament. So now people can go ahead and come on in, and I won't be there to take their money. And
That's because they were intimidated by
they were
just the
too
thought of you
intimidated,
entering.
so I have graciously bowed out, and someone else is going to take my place. So I wanted to make it fair for everybody.
After our performance last year, they had to be scared.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you, Board.
Moving on to the Finance Department, Ms. Phyllis Rogers.
Afternoon, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Alderman. The financial report is in front of you. It's for a year-to-date up through the end of March. For our general fund, revenues have exceeded expenditures by approximately $6.9 million. Sales tax, we've collected $10.7 million. That's $3.2 million better than what we budgeted at this time of the year, and $1.8 million better than this time last year. State Street aid revenues have exceeded expenditures by approximately $507,000. Stormwater revenues have exceeded expenditures by approximately $24,000. And in our water sewer fund, revenues have exceeded expenditures by approximately $1.5 million. On the second page is our balances in our various bank accounts. And in the third page is a comparison to prior year. For the general fund, revenues are up $1.5 million. Expenses are up $3.2 million. In the water sewer fund, revenues are up $55 million and expenses are up about $738. Any questions?
Good numbers.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving on to the Library Department, Miss Donna.
Here she comes.
Mayor, Vice Mayor Aldermen, good evening. Before I give you the report for April of 2022, I would like to take us back 5 years ago. As I was going through our reports, checking our numbers, things of this sort, this report really hit home. If you will remember, it was February 16th, 2017, that the backflow, the domestic backflow, decided to fail. And as I walked into my office, there was 3 inches of water, and it had come through the genealogy room into my office, and there were rivers going down the carpet all through the library. With the help of calling Bruce and David, of course, everyone came, and David went under the rainbow of water, or the waterfall of water, and turned it off. And so we were able to stop the water from coming on in. So that was February. So in April, this is the few statistics that I had. Of course, Bruce called all departments. Everyone came like heroes in, moving shelves. We had Codes Department, Public Works. We had everyone over there moving shelves. So the statistics from April 2017. Shelving units moved, taken apart, put back together, moved again, put back together, 82. Metal shelves taken off and then put back on, 3,900. Books moved, shelved, moved again, shelved again, 69,000. Chairs and tables moved, then moved again, 200 plus. Swiffer dusters used, 187. Times we walked around the entire library looking for something that used to be right there, way too many times to count, and still doing it. The appreciation to the Parks and Recreation Maintenance Department and all city departments who moved shelves and books was priceless. So I just had to share that with you because that was a very trying time. But we got new carpet out of it, and we got a new reference desk turned, so it was a good thing. Okay, now to April 2022. As you can see, our attendance is moving up. Our circulation is moving up. New patron cards was 68. Computer usage is moving up. Our programs are beginning to build back. We had, it looks like, 18 children's programs with 351 in attendance, and this was in April. And 2 programs for the adults with 21 in attendance. We're currently having our book sale. We have books, music CDs, DVDs, and audio books. Please come in, it's in the gallery. We have had people who have really enjoyed coming in and getting some good deals. That runs now through May 21st. Make sure if you do not have Libby by Overdrive that you download Libby so that you can get some of our ebooks and e-audios there at the library. And ready to announce our summer reading program, and we are so, so excited. I had a friend who came with me. He crawled and slithered and swam until he came with me because he wanted to help announce the summer reading program. Come on out. His name is Ollie. All right, guys, this is Ollie the octopus. And he is here to say hello, and that our theme this year is Oceans of Opportunities. They await you at the Laverne Public Library. You want to sit up there? Okay, there you go. 2022 summer reading, it starts June the 4th through July the 16th. So if we could move on down. Glenn, do we have the other pages? This is our flyer that we are going to be handing out to everyone. Okay, calm down. All right, there you go. All right, just stay right there. We are starting June the 4th with a kickoff. If you'd like to go ahead on, we're going to have balloon twisting, face painting, a snack to go, goodie bags, and it's for all ages, 0 to 99. And this is going to be Saturday, June the 4th from 10 to 1 p.m. And then we have listed 3 pages of programs that's going to be happening. And again, these are for all ages. So we'll be handing these flyers out. We're very excited about the theme. And we hope to have just a great showing at the kickoff. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am, but you and your staff do an absolutely amazing job
Thank
every year
you.
with this. So thank you for what y'all do.
Well, we're excited about this theme, as Ollie can tell you. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Now on to the water treatment plant.
We're done.
Dwayne?
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor Alderman. I know you have your report in front of you. I'd like to point out one thing in this report that's new for the city of Laverne. The Consumer Confidence Report that we're required to publish every year. This is the first time that we have posted it on the city's webpage. So most people will not be seeing it in the mail like they have over the past several years. It will be on lavernetennessee.gov. You go to the water treatment plant page and there's a link that's 2021 Water Quality Report. So that will be new for everyone. There'll also be a link on your water bill so that people will be able to see that and be able to go and see the Consumer Confidence Report. Otherwise, do you have any questions on the report?
It's good to see everything in the green.
Absolutely.
That's my, yeah.
The, put it on the website other than mailing out, is that a cost saving, is that gonna save some money?
It does save money. It's not a full savings of money because you still have to print out some for people who want it. Then we have places that, apartment complexes and other places that have to have printouts, but it is a cost savings for the city.
Now, the water treatment plant, for those people that are interested, y'all do tours as well,
Yes,
is that right?
We will do tours for anyone that's interested in coming. They just call the plant, 615-793-6536. Reach for the project manager, and he will be more than happy to set up a tour for anyone who would like to do it.
If they have any concerns on their water, they can call that same number.
Yeah, and that would be option 2 for all water quality complaints or concerns.
I just want to thank Dwayne and his staff for taking the time to let me tour with you guys. I learned a lot more than I did before, and back in 18 when I toured it, it was nice and clean. It was very organized, very professional. I don't know as much as Kyle does, but I know more. So I appreciate that.
It was a pleasure having you there, really was. Any other questions?
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Moving on to old business, second reading ordinance 2022-07, an ordinance to amend the fiscal year 2021-2022 general fund budget. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Make a motion to approve.
A motion to approve from Alderman Coates. Is there a second?
I second.
Second from Alderwoman Honeycutt. Alderman Waldron. Aye. Alderwoman Honeycutt.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
Motion passes. Second reading ordinance 2022-08, an ordinance to amend the fiscal year 2021-2022 Stormwater Fund budget. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve from Vice Mayor No. I'll second it. Alderman Waldron. Aye. Alderwoman Honeycutt.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
Motion passes. Second reading ordinance 2022-09, an ordinance to amend the fiscal year 2021-2022 Water and Sewer Fund budget. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Make a motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve from Alderman Coates. Is there a second?
I second.
Second from Alderwoman Honeycutt. Alderman Waldron. Aye. Alderwoman Honeycutt.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
Motion passes. Moving on to the consent agenda. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve from Vice Mayor No, and I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Motion passes. Moving on to new business. First reading, ordinance 2022-10, an ordinance to amend the City of Laverne zoning ordinance by changing the official zoning map for tax map 17E Group B Parcel 23 consisting of approximately 0.49 acres located at 396 Old Nashville Highway from a R1 low-density residential zoning district to a C3 neighborhood service commercial zoning district. This received a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission on March 29th, 2022. There was a public hearing earlier tonight on this item. Need a motion to approve or deny.
I'd like to make a motion to defer for another month so I can personally just work on it some more.
Have a motion to defer the rezoning. Is there a second? Seeing no second, that motion fails. I'll open it back up for another motion.
Make a motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve from Alderman Coates. Is there a second?
I second.
Second from Alderwoman Honeycutt. Alderman Waldron.
Yes.
Alderwoman Honeycutt.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
No.
And I vote aye. First reading passes. First reading ordinance 2022-11, an ordinance to amend Title 18, Chapter 3 of the Laverne Municipal Code regarding the sewer use ordinance. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Make a motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve from Alderman Coates. Is there a second?
I second.
Second from Alderwoman Honeycutt. Alderman Waldron. Aye. Alderwoman Honeycutt.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
Motion passes. First reading ordinance 2022-12, an ordinance to amend the fiscal year 2021-2022 general fund budget. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Make a motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve from Alderwoman Honeycutt. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second from Vice Mayor No. Alderman Waldron. Aye. Alderwoman Honeycutt.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
Motion passes. First reading ordinance 2022-13, an ordinance to amend the fiscal year 2021-2022 Stormwater Fund budget. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve from Vice Mayor No. Is there a second?
I second.
Second from Alderwoman Honeycutt. Alderman Waldron. Aye. Alderwoman Honeycutt.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
Motion passes. First reading, ordinance 2022-14, an ordinance of the City of Laverne, Tennessee, adopting the annual budget and tax rate for the fiscal year beginning July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2023. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Make a motion to approve.
Have a motion to for approval from Alderman Coates. Is there a second?
I second.
Second from Vice Mayor No. Alderman Waldron.
No.
Alderwoman Honeycutt.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
I vote aye. Motion passes. Moving on to 13, Resolution 2022-08, a resolution to write off uncollectible property tax accounts. Need a motion to approve or deny?
Make a motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve from Alderman Honeycutt. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Vice Mayor No. Alderman Waldron.
Aye.
Alderwoman Honeycutt.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
Motion passes. Resolution 2022-09, a resolution to write off Water Department bad debts. Need a motion to approve or deny?
Make a motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve from Alderwoman Honeycutt. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Vice Mayor No. Alderman Waldron. Alderwoman Honeycutt.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
Motion passes. Resolution 2022-10, a resolution to amend the employee handbook regarding the drug-free workplace policy. Need a motion to approve or deny?
Motion to approve.
I've got a motion to approve from Vice Mayor No. I will second it. Alderman Waldron. Alderwoman Honeycutt.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
And I vote aye. Motion passes. Resolution 2022-11, a resolution to acquire easements for the 2019 Interceptor Sewer Improvements Project by eminent domain. Need a motion to approve or deny?
Make a motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve from Alderwoman Honeycutt. Is there a second?
Second for discussion.
Second from Vice Mayor No.
Has all of the legal stuff been done on this? Everything's fine, good to go?
Yes, and we've been pursuing these. There's a lot of them. We've been pursuing them for a long time, and they're just working through in the normal course of business.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Any other discussion? Alderman Waldron.
Aye.
Alderwoman Honeycutt.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
Motion passes. Resolution 2022-12, a resolution to amend the city's employee policy regarding the deputy chief. I make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Vice Mayor No. Alderman Waldron. Alderwoman Honeycutt.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
And I vote aye. Motion passes. Moving on to the board and appoint or remove board and committee members. First, we have the Beautification and Arts Advisory Committee. We have 7 terms that are vacant because this is a brand-new board. We have been advertising this, and I believe we have 7 applicants. Is that right, Bruce?
We have 6 applicants, and then you would need to also appoint the council member, so that would be the 7th member.
Wonderful. So we have 6 applicants, and we would just need to appoint the board members. So I'll open it up for motions.
So do we do all of these in one motion?
I would suggest doing the council member by motion, and then the mayor actually appoints the other 6 members with the confirmation of the board.
Well, I'm not much on beautification, so I'll nominate Alderwoman Honeycutt.
Thank you.
And I'll second.
So
Thank you.
we have a motion to appoint Alderwoman Honeycutt from Vice Mayor No and a second from Alderman Coates. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
I ain't gonna be voting on any of these committee members because I'm not gonna be involved in anything that's political.
Okay, well, thank you for that. And then I will appoint the 6 applicants that we have here. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Moving on to the Construction Board of Adjustment Appeals.
Hold on just a second, make sure I'm understanding this. So where does it go from here to you? Who starts setting up the meeting days and times, or how does all that work?
Bruce will coordinate with both Alderwoman Honeycutt and with David McGowan and work out the scheduling for that. And then from there, all of the board members will be notified so that they can show up to the meeting.
Well, I for one am excited about this. I'm glad to get it started and wish you the absolute best of luck.
Thank you. It's going to be great.
So going back to Construction Board of Adjustment and Appeals, we've got 1 term vacant, and we have 1 applicant, Jeff Moss. So this is appointed by the council for a 4-year term, but this one is finishing out Mr. Suvak's term, so that expires in 2023. So I'll open it up for a motion on this individual.
I make a motion to accept Jeff Moss.
Okay, so we've got a motion to appoint Jeff Moss. I'll second that. All in favor? Aye. Moving on to the Local Emergency Planning Committee. We have one term on this committee resulting from the resignation of Garland Russell. So after talking with the Public Works Director, Michael Dietz, he would recommend that Mr. Doug Oakley be appointed to this position. So I will appoint him to that position. All in favor? Aye. Moving on to the Stormwater Appeals and Advisory Board. We've got one term open, and that would be Mr. Suvak's term, and we have one applicant, again, Mr. Jeff Moss. So I'll open the floor for a motion on this individual.
Motion to accept Jeff Moss.
So we have a motion to appoint Jeff Moss. I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
And then the last item we have is the motion to approve or reject bids for the Upper Chaney Woods Interceptor Sewer Line Project Segments 4 and 3. I will make a motion to rebid this out in 5 months. Is there a second?
I absolutely second.
I have a second from Vice Mayor No. Is there any discussion?
So it'll be, with this, if this passes, it'll be 5 months before it'll come back before us, or 5 months to start another?
It would be rebid in 5 months, and then at the end of that 5 months, at that point, then once they've gotten the bids back, they will bring it back before this board to make a decision. Is that clear as mud?
Muddy mud, but I got it.
Alderman Waldron. Alderwoman Honeycutt.
Aye.
Alderman Coates.
Aye.
Vice Mayor No.
Aye.
Motion passes. Moving on to Mayor and Alderman comments. Alderman Waldron.
Urge everybody to check on the elderly. Make sure your pets has shade and fresh water. And please keep the Campbell and the Dunaway family in our prayers. Both families is going through a tough time right now. Thank you.
Alderwoman Honeycutt.
I just want to remind everybody about the block party this Saturday, the 7th, from 5 to 8, and to thank our police department, fire department, and all of our city employees.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Alderman Coates.
Couple of comments. Just ask the residents, please lock your cars up. I think it's something that we need to address as a citizen. And with that, look forward to seeing everyone at the block party. That's it.
Wonderful. Vice Mayor No.
If you reach out to one of us on this board, or to the police department or city hall, and you have a issue in your community, and we go to the trouble to make sure that Chief Davis knows about it, and he puts officers in place, please don't get on social media and tell everybody. We don't want them to know. I don't know how much plainer it can be said. Chief Davis knows what I'm talking about. Saturday, come out. And David, by the way, David, and I meant to say this, and guys, listen. Anytime that David McGowan puts his hands on a date for an event, it snows, it rains, it tornadoes. Saturday is supposed to be like 65. It'll be perfect. So please come out Saturday and join the block party. That's it.
Well, I want to encourage everybody to make sure to come out to the block party. Thankfully, this year, I am not in a dunk tank. Thank you, David, for not bringing that up this year. And it should be a lot of fun. There's going to be music, movies, lots of food. So please be sure to come out. As Alderman Coates and Chief Davis said, please, please, please lock your doors, whether it's your car door, your house door. Bring valuables inside, especially any weapons. Don't just leave them sitting in a car. Bad people can do bad things with them. And be sure to check out the library. There's a lot of fun events going on this summer. So with that, call this meeting adjourned.